let's talk about Raheem Mostert because we don't talk about the running backs enough. What is the ideal role for Raheem Mostert in the Niners offense? And this is something that Nick tweeted about. So why don't you start us off?
All right. Raheem Mostert. So I've seen a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people suggest that the 49ers should trade Raheem Mostert because he's making $3.6 million, I believe, this upcoming season. He's the 15th highest paid running back in the NFL. I'm a huge fan of Raheem Mostert. He makes the 49ers offense better, but I do think that they should decrease his role a little bit. If you look at his role in 2019, the season that really put Raheem Mostert on the map, in the first couple of games, between weeks 1 through 11, he only had 82 touches when it was right around 7.5 touches per game. And then his workload really increased starting that Ravens game all the way through the Super Bowl where he was getting 14 touches a game. He had 126 touches throughout however many games that was. And then last year, he all of a sudden started touching the ball 15 times and his body didn't hold up well. So I would love to see Raheem Mostert continue to be the 49ers top running back, their starting running back, but just because he's the starting running back doesn't mean that he has to get the most touches on the team week in and week out. He was still very efficient weeks 1 through 11 of the 2019 regular season. He had like 4 games where he went over 40 yards out of the first 7 games of the year, and he is the fastest football player in the NFL. They chip all these guys now. He is the undisputed fastest player in the NFL. He can take the ball the distance whenever he has the opportunity to, and that is such a valuable asset to have on offense that I have no problem keeping Raheem Mostert because of his big playability. Even though he may seem a little overpaid, just what he can do on offense and just take the top off of a defense and give them all this to worry about is worth it. But you got to decrease his role.
You know, you guys make good points, but I'm going to go ahead and disagree with all 3 of you. I think you guys are being a little too cautious with Raheem Mostert. I mean, look, he's not that small. I will compare him to Chris Johnson. All right, Chris Johnson, when we were younger, had a lot of good years. He was 5'11", 195. Raheem Mostert is 5'10", 195. I think they have a lot in common. Chris Johnson started 111 games in the NFL, had 2,163 carries, right? Mostert has started 8 games in his career and ran the ball 282 times. What are you saving him for? He's 29 years old. You got to use him now. And the thing about him is, yeah, you want to lower his workload for sure. But he's still the best running back on the team. I like Trey Sermon. He's better than Trey Sermon. They didn't get Trey Sermon to replace Raheem Mostert. They got Trey Sermon to replace Tevin Coleman. And Raheem Mostert always was better than Tevin Coleman. So you want to play your best players. You want to start Raheem Mostert. You don't want to give him 17 carries a game. You probably don't even want to give him 15. But starting with 13 carries a game, anything less than that, I think you're wasting him. He's 29 years old, man. Put him out there.
Yeah, but you picked – so Chris was a really great running back, but you talked about when he came into the league as a rookie. After he signed